thank you so much for coming.
You bet, no problem.
All right, well, why don't you tell me just briefly about the case and why, well, what happened?
What happened was a woman had pulled out in front of me on Passetti Road, which is out where I live by World Golf Village, and she was making the left turn going, let's see, east. She was going east, making a left turn going probably north, and I was coming from the east going west, and she just pulled right out in front of me, right in the intersection, and I was in a F-350. It was not my fault. How could it be my fault if, because you cannot stop when somebody pulls out in front of you when you've got the green light, And the police there were all cool. They were like, oh yeah, don't worry, it's going to totally be her fault. But you still, you don't know until after that report comes out. You're still like, oh, mercy.
And so, did you consider using other lawyers, or you just got lucky and found them?
I had thought about, you know what, as a matter of fact, I did call the lawyer that I had used for a workman's comp thing one time, and they didn't sound like they were interested, so I just, I skipped them, and then I, like I said, went to Farah Farah.
It's hard just when you use a lawyer once. It's no fun to have to even hire a lawyer, but when you use somebody once, you hope that they care enough that when you call again,
when you use them, you almost feel like they're part of your family, because they went through this whole thing. I have no idea what they do on this end, but they are taking care of your business for you so that you don't have to do it, because quite frankly, I don't know anything about law.
Right.
So,
right.
Or else I'd have done it myself.
What happened with this case? How did you get your conclusion?
I guess back and forth with Geico. Farah Farah went back and forth with Geico for.
Were you up against an insurance company? What was the case?
Yeah, the insurance and her insurance company, which was Geico, but also my insurance company was Geico. So they were battling, I guess. Back and forth with, he should be this much liable for it or whatever. And like, no, he's not liable for none of it. It's completely 100% her fault. And then finally, I guess they said, they just caved in and said, yeah, you're right.
Okay. So you didn't so nothing happened to you?
Nope.
And that's what you were worried about?
Of course, you don't want to. You don't want to have to all of a sudden hear and think, wow, okay, I'm going to have to pay what?
Right.
So,
can you imagine? That'd be awful.
Going through all that, and then, we don't have nothing or whatever. Yeah, you're at fault or whatever. But, everything worked out great in my favor.